Yo, what is good, Knicks Nation? Welcome back to Knicks Media. This is Richie, and the New York Knicks are now on a 3-game winning streak ever since Josh Hart was traded to the New York Knicks and he entered the rotation. We are entering the All-Star break on a high note. We also just heard this morning that Julius Randle is going to be in the three-point contest. We all know that Jericho Sims is going to be in the slam dunk contest. We got Quentin Grimes in the Rising Stars on Friday, and we have Julius Randle representing the Knicks in the All-Star game. Really still bothers me that Jalen Brunson is not an all-star because yet again, he balls out last night to beat the Atlanta Hawks. In this video, I want to give you guys my overall thoughts of last night's victory and what we can expect from the rest of the season. There's 22 games remaining. The New York Knicks go ahead of the Miami Heat. They're now the 6th seed in the Eastern Conference. They are 2 games behind the Brooklyn Nets, and this is the best record the Knicks have ever had heading into the All-Star break since 2013. The New York Knicks are 33-27. And things are looking very good for the New York Knicks. Before I hop into the video, I want to mention if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I got a lot of Knicks content coming your way all throughout the rest of the season. And if you enjoy this video, please consider smashing that thumbs up button. Really do appreciate that. And of course, feel free to comment down below your thoughts of last night's victory over the Atlanta Hawks. With that being said, let's get right into the video. So last night's game, man, how good did it feel that the Knicks just cruised by without the Atlanta Hawks coming back and making it close? They had a little surge in the third quarter. They outscored the Knicks 32-25 to cut it to like an 11-point game, but the Knicks did not flutter. They did not allow the Hawks to get even close, and they just cruised by them in the fourth quarter. It feels good because us Knicks fans, we understand throughout this entire season, there's been way too many stressful games. Even the games, sometimes they win when there's 3 minutes to go. And we were up by double digits all game, and somehow we let the lead just collapse. And it's a tie game, or we're down by a couple points. We have to fight our way back and win it, or we lose it and crumble the lead. So it really is beautiful to see finally that the Knicks are protecting their leads because we destroyed them in the first quarter, 37-21. In the first quarter, all thanks to Julius freaking Randle because he has been on a tear this season overall, but more in particular in the first quarter. Julius Randle has the most three-pointers made in the entire NBA in the first quarter. So it really is crazy that Julius Randle continue his dominance. It's an awesome thing to see. Josh Hart, of course, comes off the bench and he continues his dominance. They are 3-0 with Josh Hart, and I made a video yesterday why I think he's the missing piece to this team, and he continues to prove it. 13 points, 5 boards, 2 dimes, 1 block, plus minus of a plus 11 off the bench. Josh Hart is making his impact and his presence being felt. Jalen Brunson, of course, leads the Knicks with 28 points, 9 boards, season high, 5 dimes, 10 of 19 from the field, super efficient. What more can you say about Jalen Brunson? RJ Barrett, he got going a little early on this game. He was very aggressive. You can tell that RJ Barrett's struggling from beyond the arc, but he made sure that he was attacking the paint. He had a lot of good takes to the rim, a lot of finishing through contact, but he still did not have that efficient of a night. He had 17 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal, 6 of 16 from the field with a plus minus of a plus 10 for RJ Barrett. So he's still struggling from beyond the arc. He was 0 for 6 from downtown. That's where his game is going to have to really improve at the end after the All-Star break if he really wants to, you know, help out this team, because RJ Barrett, in my opinion, is that missing piece to really put it all together. I made a video that Josh Hart's the missing piece because he was like an addition to the rotation, but RJ Barrett, in my opinion, still is that guy where if he can find his confidence and find his rhythm around Brunson and Randle and Hart and Quickly and all these guys, it's going to take this team to another level because we know what RJ can do when he is in rhythm and has his confidence underneath him. Not to mention Emmanuel Quickly had another great game off the bench. He came in on fire. I think he hit like 2 threes immediately in the first quarter when he came in there. 14 points for Emmanuel Quickly. Obi Toppin had a great game off the bench. He had 11 points, an efficient 4 for 7 from the field. This team just feels like, man, we can go out there, beat anybody. And guys, I don't know if you noticed this, but the Knicks were the underdogs heading into this game, and I was absolutely shocked out of my mind. We were 4-point underdogs. The Knicks were like plus 150 on the sports books in Vegas for the money line, and I'm like, I have never had this much confidence in the Knicks winning a game. So I'm putting $50 on the money line because I think they're going to win this game. And they're the underdogs. You can win plus money. And I freaking did. I don't understand what made Vegas believe that the Knicks were the 4-point dogs in this game, and I was like, wow, that is so disrespectful. The Hawks just lost to the Detroit Pistons. The Knicks are red hot ever since Josh Hart came to this team. Why are they sleeping on him? I'm like, I'm not complaining. I'll make my money, and exactly that's what I did. And you knew how important that game was last night for the Eastern Conference playoff picture. Is this win brings us ahead of the Miami Heat in the Eastern Conference playoff standings. Also, for the tiebreaker purposes, we needed this victory over the Atlanta Hawks. If by any reason we finish the season with the same record as the Atlanta Hawks, we do have a better conference record than them as of right now, which is a good sign. And the Hawks are like one game below 500. So let's hope that we can cruise by them and we don't have to worry about the Hawks, and we can continue looking up at teams like the Brooklyn Nets, because I think that, at least I'm hopeful. I know that Mikal Bridges went crazy last night for the Brooklyn Nets, but I'm hoping that they kind of come back down to earth and the Nets start losing a little bit so the Knicks can leapfrog them. I'm looking at that 5th or that 6th seed for the New York Knicks. I think that is a really realistic chance for the Knicks. They're only going to get better, and that's the cool thing about this team. I really feel like they're scratching their surface. They're getting better as this season goes on. Jalen Brunson and Julius Randle is a legit dynamic duo, and with the players around them, with Mitchell Robinson returning, with Josh Hart and Emmanuel quickly off the bench, if RJ can find his confidence, I mean, this team can go pretty far. I think that we can match up against anybody. We've proven that we can beat the Boston Celtics in the regular season. We've proven that we can beat the Philadelphia 76ers. I mean, we can beat the Brooklyn Nets. All the teams ahead of us in the Eastern Conference, we can beat. So the fact of the matter is, the final 22 games, how can the Knicks really stretch together a couple wins and go on some winning streaks, because we need to head into the postseason on fire, with rhythm, with confidence, and everything is looking great right now. And not to mention, another awesome thing about this team that I've noticed, and I'm sure you guys have noticed as well, that I love, is the chemistry is through the roof. They love playing with each other. You guys saw Jalen Brunson's press conference with Rebecca Harlow after the game. Julius Randle comes up to him, he like tackles him, and they're having a great time. They're just like laughing with each other, and those things go a long way for basketball teams, man. When you have chemistry with each other in the locker room, where you genuinely enjoy being around each other, it only is going to help out your performance on the court. You understand each other's tendencies. You know where your strengths or your weaknesses are, and it really feels like this team throughout the season has just grown within each other, and that's a beautiful sign that Tom Thibodeau has his team playing for each other. And it's just a really great sign, man, because I'm going to give head coach Tom Thibodeau a lot of credit, because I really feel like he deserves more props, in my opinion, than some Knicks fans give him. I know that Knicks fans are hard on him. I hear you guys. But in my opinion, he deserves some credit for what the Knicks have been doing this season. He has been strict with his rotations. He's, in the beginning of the year, he had to bench this guy, didn't really care about anybody's personal feelings. He's doing what's best for the team. They go out there and get Josh Hart. Josh Hart's a perfect fit in Tom Thibodeau's system. He's not giving up on RJ. He's giving RJ the green light early on in the game, like he did last night, to get him into rhythm. That's what coaches do. What coaches do is, when you're struggling, you don't say, okay, you're not playing well, like most fans want. Like, for example, RJ struggling, most fans are like, get him out of the game, trade him, don't bench him. No, that's not what you do. You want to develop your players. The head coach of Tom Thibodeau is doing a beautiful job, for example, with the struggling RJ. He's instilling confidence in him. He's giving him the green light to go attack the basket. That's how you get players out of their rut. And I think Tom Thibodeau has been doing a phenomenal job, especially with Julius Randle, of course, with Jalen Brunson, with Emmanuel quickly developing, man. Things are looking good right now for the New York Knicks, and I want to get your guys' thoughts down below in the comment section, because I have a lot of expectations for this team with the final 22 games. Hopefully they do not disappoint us, and I have a feeling that they won't. So again, guys, like the video if you enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys next time, and enjoy the All-Star break. The Knicks will be representing big time. Like I said at the beginning of the video, Grimes Friday night, Jericho Sims and Randle Saturday night, and then Randle during the All-Star game on Sunday. Unfortunately, Brunson will not be at the All-Star game as of now. Maybe he's a replacement after I record this video, but man, oh man, my man Jalen Brunson deserves to be an All-Star. Still salty about that. But I appreciate the support, guys, and I'll catch you next time. Peace out, and let's go Knicks!